What's up, guys? It's me again. Just wanted to give a little update video. My last video kinda sucked, it wasn't too in depth, but just wanted to give a more detailed view of the car. As I said in the last video, it was just a first look, so there we go. Start with the front. In the last video, if you notice, I had the GTR shocks on. I kinda changed those out because, well, for a couple of reasons. Firstly, I first got the idea from Mr. MRT Mustang 1. He said the shocks were good, and they are good, but only thing you have to do is, for the A-arms, they don't really fit in the little bracket there, so you gotta drill that out. And, well, I use the same shoulder screws, so I took the little metal pins to make them fit. Only thing, they didn't really drop the front of the car as low as I wanted it to. It was still low, but not low enough for what I really wanted to do, so I just threw the stock fronts back on. These are the springs from the rear, and I'm getting the right height I want. This car started out XL5 because from the beginning, even before I bought it, I knew I was gonna do a high-speed setup, so I didn't see the point on spending $300-400 on a brushless version when I was just gonna take the power system out anyway. So it was an XL5, changed out pretty much all the stock equipment except for the chassis. I got RPM arms, RPM bumper, well, the bulk is the same, RPM shock tower. These are the links from the VXL because the aluminum ones look better, but I thought the stainless steel would be a little bit stronger. Traxxas caster blocks. Still got the stock hubs in it. I don't know if you can see that there, but I'm running on ball bearings all the way around. Upper deck's still the same. I'm running Fly Sky FS GT3B. I'm having some problems with it. I think it's the radio itself because I bought a couple new receivers and still having the same problem, but I guess I'll just get a new one. I already ordered it, so hopefully that sorted out. Well, you know what that is. That's SCT Mamba Max Pro. Didnt. Dremeled out the battery case, the back wall, little part to the side here, just to fit pretty much any battery I want. I live in the Caribbean, so Antigua to be exact. It took me a while to get my car. I was actually in this whole rustler thing from, I think, Draven's first video. That was back in 2011, I think. And it's a funny story. I actually ordered my car since about October 2011. I only got it, I think, last November, December, somewhere around that. Yeah, shipping sucks. This wasn't really the shipping. It's a funny story. I actually got my power system, the tires, shocks, all this stuff before I even saw the car. And when I got it, turns out the guy that shipped it for me was running my car. I got it. The stock tires were almost done. The shocks were broken. I was pissed. I mean, I can't think of another time in my life I was ever so pissed. Even my radio, I think that's the problem I'm having with the radio too, because the same guy, he sent the radio. I didn't even get a receiver with it. Anything else, no manuals, nothing. And now it's acting up, so I think that's damaged. Moving on, I got rear shock tower, RPM. I said that the last video, these are the GTR shocks. Oh, And I forgot to mention this in the last video. Focus. Yeah, that's the MKS GD04 drift gyro. Things works great. I think it's the same as the Exceed RC one, just a different brand, but does perfect. I'm mounting it back here. I was gonna move it to the front up here, but it serves its purpose. It was about 30 bucks. Good investment. I wrapped my wire in some flex tubing. I actually have a marine shop. This is from an outboard engine, but it does the job. Gearing. Well, before I get to that, I'll talk about the Integy gearbox. To me, this is the most important upgrade you can do when you're going with a high-speed setup. Just for the fact you can mount any motor, and most likely you're going to be going with a larger motor, a larger can size, and pretty much anything bolts onto this. Running 34-25 gearing. I have a 26 tooth pinion, but I'll max out this gearing first before I decide to put any more gearing on it. I did upgrade the drive shafts. Why, I really don't know, other than I heard they were good. Didn't see much of a difference, but it's okay. Well, said in the last video, 2400 kV motor. Thing's got a lot of power. A lot of power. And I'll see what I get with it. I got a lot of things planned for it, so trust me, 100 is gonna be easy. This is an Integy wheelie bar. I don't even know what it's for. I think it was for like the T-Max or something. Funny enough, I only ordered this piece here. Didn't order any wheels or the mounting or anything. Opened the package and they sent me the whole entire wheelie bar for like 18 bucks. Can't complain there. I mounted it on a small piece of stainless steel, cut out, welded, and bolted to the chassis. Looks pretty good. Well, I think. Yeah, that's about it. Oh, and I'm running the J-Cross. If you look at the car, I don't know if you can see that well, but the rear is a lot wider than the front. That's due to the fact that I ordered their fronts and rears low profile, but they sent the fronts the normal width. And if you can see that they're a lot thicker than the low profiles. And when I put it on the way it's supposed to go, it look kind of jacked up with the front of the car like this. And anyone who owns a Rustler knows that, especially at high speed, you can't afford to have your front end up like that. So I'll just put the fronts on the rear on the front. It's not as stable because the front wheelbase is shorter, but it does the job. And with the purple compound on the rear, I don't think it wears as fast. It might last a little longer. But I'm telling you, I like the wide wheelbase at the back because of the front tires. I might just go ahead and buy another pair of low profile fronts and keep these fronts on the rear because it has a nice wide stance, and yeah, it looks pretty impressive when it's running. I got to say, I got a lot of my ideas off YouTube. A lot of this stuff from guys, you know, Draven. Well, everyone knows Draven. Geo Stealth, Mr. MRT Mustang, and John Racer X. Actually, in the first video I was talking about big plans, and well, I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet, but I'm telling you, 120, 130, maybe. With this motor, I'm not so sure yet, but with this motor, I know I'm going to be over 100. For the bigger numbers, we'll see. But what I'm planning is actually, I wouldn't say I got it from John Racer X, but it's something that I saw him do, and I thought, well, hey, I can apply that to what I'm doing here, and see where it goes from there. After I unveil it, I wouldn't recommend doing it, just for the fact that it might cost you a lot of money, but we'll see. Well, when I get through it, I'll let you know. I'll show another video. But that's my car. Hopefully this video is a little better than the last one. I had a cold too, so sorry about that. But that's what I'm dealing with for now. I'm telling you, I like it. I like these cars. It just sucks that I had to wait a whole year before I got to do a video. But I'm kind of glad I waited. I saw a lot of things that I probably would have done that would have cost me a lot of money. And it really helped me a lot. But anyway, till the next video, this is my setup. Hopefully it was better than the first video. So yeah, peace.